Howdy, my name is Daniel Krieger, and today I'm coming at you guys with a review of the BIDA program, specifically from CFI. And if you have no idea what CFI is, I found out about it because I was looking for opportunities to get certifications. I was in a position where I was looking to find ways to quantify my resume, fill things out, and just in general learn a little bit more. And so I ran across CFI and saw that they had a lot of different educational programs to teach about corporate finance things, as you can tell by the name CFI, which stands for Corporate Finance Institute. And the first one that I jumped into was learning about trading and markets because I thought I wanted to be a portfolio manager. And then later I did another one called the FMVA, which is Financial Modeling and Valuation Analyst, that teaches you more about some Excel financial modeling stuff, a little more of a investment banking type thing to some extent. And I thought that those were the only two certifications I was going to go for. But then as I was going to a career fair, there was a person from a prominent oil company who I was speaking to, and they told me, "You look good. You need to learn Power BI." It was just their recommendation that I get into some data analytics learning and get comfortable with some data visualization, just build my skills in statistics and other things along that line. And so with that, I knew that CFI, who I had a subscription to, had a course on Power BI specifically. And so I went in and I looked over the course load and I took that Power BI course, quickly fell in love with the idea of data visualization, just data in general. I'm now a data geek for sure. And after that, I said, I'm just going to take all of these courses. I really like the idea of getting this certification, and I am so glad I did because they've got courses that go over everything. You start at the very basis where it introduces you to the idea of business intelligence. It's a term you'll get used to, and data analysis, statistics, different forms of decision making and thinking, and it ranges you all the way up to learning softwares like Power BI and Tableau and a bunch of other things. And you can get really complicated with some case studies that they offer for you to do as part of the coursework. And so it's it's expansive. There's a lot to learn from. One of the hardest things that I had to do within this program was knowing I have limited time. I can't take all the offered courses for the electives. And so I found myself being excited as I'm going through any given course. I couldn't wait to continue learning in that course, but also just looking forward at what elective am I going to take. And that kept me going in a lot of ways. My personal favorite course was quite possibly, it's really hard to pinpoint it, but at the very beginning, you take a data science and machine learning fundamentals course, and it's basic. You're not dealing with anything too in the trenches or numbered. But what it does do is it gives you an idea of this is what data analysis is. This is what business intelligence kind of looks like. Some of the tools that you'll use, some of the decision-making frameworks that you'll commonly see. And so learning about what I was going to be learning about ended up teaching me a lot and getting me super excited for what was going to happen in the future. And you're able to go take that course for free. So go ahead, stick your head in the door, and then see if you like what you think you'll be learning. But you'll see once you take that course that one of the best things about the CFI program and really the BIDA is the fact that the instructors are great and they've all got this tone in their voice where you're excited to learn and you can tell they're passionate about what they're doing, and it makes it that much easier to learn. I really enjoy being around people who are passionate about what they're talking about, and you can tell that the instructors are definitely passionate about what they're talking about. And now sitting here at the end of the BETA program, which is the business intelligence and data analysis program, I have so many more skills, both hard, maybe some soft skills as well got developed probably in the midst of it all. But I now have a greater understanding of machine learning and statistics and just the nature of data analytics and what dashboard development best practices look like. And then also, of course, I got a lot of new software skills. I was already pretty good at Excel, but this course took me to the next level, which I didn't even know existed. And I also got introduced to getting familiar and comfortable with things like SQL and Power BI, Power Query, Power Pivot, uh, Tableau. This summer, I got the opportunity to use Tableau to make a dashboard to compare a bunch of different securities so that we can know what the best thing for a given client is in an interactive way. And so Tableau is super cool. My favorite data visualization software. And then also you experience to Python, which can be as little or as much as you want it to be. You will get an introduction and then they'll build up on it, and it can get really complicated if you want it to, and CFI will be there for you to help you learn the ins and outs of Python, or you could just get the bases, get the understanding. And that's currently where I'm at. I blew through the courses and then didn't necessarily pay a ton of attention afterwards to Python, but I'm really excited to get back in because CFI did really get me thinking about all the ways that it could be really useful. And that's the thing, if there's something that you're not necessarily wanting to spend all of your time on or put too much effort in on, you control the pace and the effort that you put in. So if you're wanting to just skim by, you can. Even if you're putting in minimal effort, the courses are set up where you're going to learn so much, even if this is obligatory to you, or you aren't passionate about what you're learning. But if you are ready to go all in, you can go all in. And there's so many interactive exercises for you to get involved in and to try your hand at, and to get a lot of practice putting into practicality what you are learning in theory through these lectures and by watching these demonstrations of these softwares and whatnot. So I would absolutely recommend, because outside of the BIDA program by itself, CFI offers a course structure that is split into super short videos. So everything is super bite-sized. You've got good interactivity with the exercises that you're doing, and the work is all split up to be nice and easy and sectioned off, and everything builds on top of each other, but you don't feel rushed, or it's hard to explain. You'll see when you get in there, but it's all broken down, and it's easy to get a grasp of and run with once you understand what's going on. And then at the very end, who doesn't love a nice certification? I was very happy to be able to throw that on my LinkedIn and to brag to all my network saying, hey, I got this opportunity. I'm super excited to have learned. And so now I've got a bunch of different certifications from CFI. Absolutely in love with it. And it's just below $300 a year currently. I'm saying this on August of 2023, I believe. I've got a bad track of time right now, but I think that's the month we're in. It sounds like a lot, but you get in there and you understand I'm paying for quality education. This is not just you're not paying for YouTube series. You're paying for a full-on in-depth course. You're not just watching videos. You're doing interactive exercises. You're getting files. You're getting templates. There's a lot that you're getting exposed to that you wouldn't have been exposed to if you weren't paying for the education. And so, yes, I did have to hesitate on pulling the trigger initially because of the nature of actually paying money for learning stuff. While I am a student, it feels weird. I'm already paying money for education. Why'd I pay more? But absolutely worth it, because you're getting much more practical knowledge than you would elsewhere. And there's so many different things you want to learn about. If you're not specifically interested in the BIDA program, which turned out to be my favorite, the first one that I took was the Capital Markets and Securities Analyst certification path. And through that, I was able to learn about markets and securities and commodities and FX and trading and technical analysis and all these other super cool things that I was really passionate about, and that I still am, and I know more about it because of the CMSA. The FMVA, second favorite, because it introduced me to my love for Excel and for financial modeling. And yes, the BIDA turned out to be my favorite, but all of them together have taught me practical knowledge that even outside of an academic environment, I'm applying it. I understand markets better. I understand how to trade my personal finances better. All of this makes much more sense to me, and I can think more deeply about my decisions by looking at the concepts of data analysis and other things. It's just great the way that I have truly developed as a person, in my ability to think about the world, because of my better understanding of finance that I've obtained through the CFI program. And so if you're in school like I am, I'm at Texas A&M right now. I'm studying finance, computer science, and economics. If you're in school, you'll be able to use it for projects, the knowledge that you get You'll be able to carry it forward into your professional life. And if you're already in your professional life, I guarantee you any one of these courses is a great refresher. But moving forward into this new era of data analytics, we're seeing more and more the demand is going up for people to be diving into these numbers and trying to extract insights and make intelligent actions from the little blips of information that we have here and there. So take this certification, even if you're not going to use it professionally. It gives you a much better understanding of where we're going with AI and machine learning, and it's just interesting. So take some of those prep courses that are for free. And then if you want to take my word for it, it truly has helped me out so much. Use these tools almost every day that I learned through BIDA, just on my own time, because I think they're so fun and useful. But that's what I've got. Final decision is yes, like go for it. It's a grand old opportunity, and I would do it again. So I hope you enjoyed today's review. Please like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you want to do. I don't know how often I'm gonna be posting. Obviously, this is my first one, but I'm grateful for the opportunity CFI has provided to me on this, and I hope that you guys go out and get to see for yourself. So I will see y'all later.